Alright, so I'm going to talk about the Christmas convoy in the European server. I don't make videos for World of Warships. I probably won't make too many videos more for World of Warships. This is just really something that I think needs to be talked about, of course. Now, a lot of people of different positions have talked about this. We've had some people on the forums, community people, saying what's going on here, what's happening. Community contributors have all made videos. Now, I am not a community contributor. I'm not a streamer. I am average Joe. I am the bog standard guy. So, I'm a 50% win rate guy. Don't have a problem saying that. I just play the game. I buy ships when I feel like they are good value. I complete tasks when I think that they are also good value. But I do try to keep myself looking out on Reddit. I do try to keep looking on the warships portal, of course, and just seeing what's going on. Of course, when the Missouri got announced and when they said that it would cost, at the time it was speculated 800,000 free experience. I was like, that's fucking insane. Looking at it now, at 750,000, I still think it's fucking insane. But I don't really think it's worth it. So it doesn't actually affect me too much. It's not really worth it. I have the ship. I've played the ship. It's a good little bit of fun. It's a waste of money. If you have to convert that much experience, it's just a waste of money. I suppose that was the only way that they could actually sell a tier 9 premium. So yeah, and we don't have a tier 8 plus premium battleship in the game. And actually that moves on very specifically to my next little discussion / topic, and that is the response at the Western players, as it was quoted, at the Western players whining about the Alabama, or the Alabama, yeah, the Alabama. So, as most of you will know who are watching this, the Alabama was offered as a super tester reward. Now, originally myself and some other people were like, well, why are you just locking it to super testers? It just seems a little bit stupid to introduce the first tier 8 US battleship into the game based on, if I'm not mistaken, the North Carolina. And that's a good ship. The North Carolina is a good ship. It's like the Tirpitz and the Bismarck. They're both very good ships in their own right, and I think that those ships would be good. Now, they decided that the super testers would get this as a reward for the hard work that they put into the game. I'm not 100% sure again, because I don't have contact with the super tester, but I think super testers already get like form of payment for their time, whether that's doubloons, whether that's premium time. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that they did get some payment already. So that's fine. They want to give them an extra reward for hard work and for people who are working so hard. Okay, cool. So, how do they do it? Well, they do it in giving them a ship. The problem is, this ship is a ship that a lot of Americans and even people in Europe, people who like World of Warships, people who like ships in general, and the Navy and war and things, these type of people will want to collect a new ship. The first tier 8 US battleship, they will want to collect that ship. Now, Wargaming decided in their infinite wisdom that this ship would not be available. Now, of course, a lot of people from the American server, as expected, and quite a few people from the European server complained about this, and we got the response basically saying that we're Westerners whinging, Westerners whining about the ship. We're whining because we want a premium ship. Yes, yes, Wargaming, we are whining because we want to give you our money. Sorry for whining. My bad. You don't want our money. Well, we'll move on to how much you want our money in a moment, because actually, we get on to the most recent problem. As you can see, Wargaming EU Santa's Christmas Shaft. Very nice little, I don't know what the fuck they call them. I'll just call it a banner. Very nice little thing that they put there. It pretty much sums it up. This is the latest post that we've had from the community manager. I'm going to call him Phelan, I presume. As you can see, he's talking in the third paragraph. He is saying, seen as some people would, however, like to get their hands on limited edition content without the sacrifice of time spent with friends and family, we added all the camouflages for individual purchase. Now, I, and many people who have, at least a level head, would understand that to mean, if you don't have time to play, we have given you the option to buy it in the premium shop. Fantastic. That's awesome. The fact that you can buy the Tirpitz camo, the fact that you can buy the New Year's stuff, the New Year's camo, sorry, in the premium shop for the ships is fantastic. Who has a problem with that? What person in Europe has a problem with you being able to buy those camos if you don't have the time because you're on holiday, because you're visiting family, because you are spending the time with family? There is no problem with that at all. And the fact that that has been brought up as a reason for not introducing these items into the game as a free option for people who can do the event, who can do the missions, is just a pile of shit. Now, already we've had another community manager, I presume, or someone who works with the community, of course. We've already had previous statements from that person. I think he's called Tucky. Again, I could be mistaken. I do apologise, guys, but this is a 71-page thread by now. We've already had him saying that apparently they didn't want to add the missions because of family affairs. They felt like we should be focusing on spending time with our family. Let me get this right. A gaming company who I am giving money to and who I am playing and using your service, you are now dictating what I should do in my life? You are now deciding that family affairs are more important for everybody in the community, every single player. You just blanket us all in one big umbrella and you say, everybody should be focusing on family affairs. I'll tell you something, I'm in my mid-20s. I don't live close to my family. I would not be going and spending Christmas with my family, and I didn't go and spend Christmas with my family. I would have loved to have done the Santa convoy missions. I would have loved to have done them. And I'm sure there are many other people in my situation who either don't spend as much time with family members, because remember, Christmas isn't a month-long event, or people who just don't go and see the family, or they don't they don't need the time to interact with their family over the whole holiday season. And the fact that you've come out and you've said, we think because we know everything about all of the community members' lives, we deem that this mission would not be good timing for you. Oh, my bad. It just blows my fucking mind. It blows my mind. And what it really comes down to here, and everyone can see it, everybody who is paying attention can see, what it really comes down to is, it comes down to the fact that they want money. Simple as that. Now, the comments that I've heard from videos and from, posts and whatever it may be, is that apparently in Wargaming Europe we have too many credits. Apparently in our game we're getting too many credits for the missions now. They're not happy with the amount of credits that we get. No. The honest truth is they're not happy that the galleon bundles don't sell as much as they used to. They're not happy that people aren't spending €100 or whatever it is, like 60 euro. I don't fucking know. They're not happy that people are not spending that much to get like 15, 20 million credits so they can get their tier 9, tier 10 ships a lot faster. They don't like that. Wargaming don't like the fact that people are actually earning credits inside the game. Now, another quite clear point to make on that is that they improve the economy. But from my point of view, and from what I assume other people are seeing, I don't think the economy is that much better, or I don't even think it is better than it used to be. So, what did they do? Well, they added tier 8 to 10 pretty much for every ship now, if I'm not mistaken. You can buy premium camos. You can spend, 3,000, 5,000 doubloons, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And you can buy premium camos. So if you don't feel like you earn enough money at tier 9 and 10, when you have worked so hard for your ship, you can now, of course, get a premium camo. You can now spend your money on a premium camo and a premium account, and then maybe you'll make some money inside the game. Good job. So because the economy is so warped and so bust at the higher tier, unless you add all of those extras, they added the missions, and the missions have been quite a success. They've got some stupid missions in there. Battleship mission is one that's stupid. Spot 2 destroyers in a battleship. That's a good way of telling battleships to just rush forward like fucking brainless morons and get destroyed quickly. Anyway, going back to the topic on the center convoy. The simple truth is money. It all comes down to money. There is no reason they could not have activated these missions at the same time as every other server. We're not expecting special treatment, we're just expecting to be treated like the same as everybody else. We expect equality. But again, this is another big fucking shining sign telling everybody that the disconnect between each server is breaking the community. It is breaking the player base. People will leave your game. People will quit. People who have strong wills, people who don't want to give you their money because they see how you are treating us as a community, they will leave your game. It is simple. And then what will you do? Oh, we're not making as much money because we don't have quite as many players anymore, so let's start doing some other bullshit to try and make money. You have already tested the water with the Christmas containers. You've already tested that, so we've already had the first test of the PayPal containers, I suppose you could call them. And I expect that much more will come. I expect those payments, those premium containers, I expect them to come back multiple times. Do I think that they're terrible? No. Do I think that they're great? No. I would like to know what % chance I have of getting certain items so I can understand better. But like many other companies, you decide you hide that stuff. So there we go. I don't know what to say. The fact that they didn't want to give us tier 6 ships as rewards, that's a load of bullshit. To be honest with you, they want us to free XP to tier 6 because they know that people do not like to play, in the majority of cases, people do not like to play the very lowest tiers. They would usually prefer to skip to tier 5 or 6 and then grind up from there with their selected tech tree. Wargaming don't want you to be able to do that. They don't want to free XP for you. They want you again to spend your money. By the way, just as a side note, for anyone who didn't pay attention, which probably most of you did because you're not stupid, the New Year's camo don't give you any stat increases. They don't give you the detectability reduction. They don't give you the accuracy reduction for enemies. They just give you the experience. And Wargaming was so obsessed with not giving us that camo and those tier 6 ships. Now, I don't really care about the camo too much for the tier 6 ships, but like a lot of people have pointed out, the tier 8, the Tirpitz, now that camo costs 3,000 fucking doubloons. And they do not give you that camo if you own the ship. That is not given to you for free like every other server. You have to pay money for that. Or, alternatively, you can go and buy another Tirpitz now. You can go and buy another Tirpitz that now includes the camo. They now added it. So basically the Tirpitz that you guys have got who have bought it a long time ago, your Tirpitz now is like a Tirpitz that's not a Tirpitz because it doesn't have the camo. Now, of course, the ship performs the same. The ship, and they've been very, very strategic in the way that they've done this, because if they changed anything about the ship, there would be problems with your purchases. So what they've done is they've just added another camo. Now again, Wargaming have said that they've made this available for everybody to give everyone a fair chance at earning this camo, because in their wisdom they could not enable the mission and offer the ship as a offer the camo, as a paid option. They could not do both of the same things. They could not do that. You know, they could not allow you to earn a camo in a mission or buy a camo. They've never done that before Halloween. Just saying. So, as you can see, if you now want to go and buy yourself a Tirpitz, you can go and buy one of the two bundles. I do want to point out that this is the way of you getting the camo included with your Tirpitz purchase. If you don't buy in a bundle, you do not get it. You have to then go and purchase it separately. And they've also done it with the Graf Spee. Now with the Graf Spee, we're still going to earn the ship, but I'm not too sure if we earned the camo, the New Year's camo pattern here. But again, there we go. And remember, they've done this because, you know, it makes it fairer for everybody, right? Makes it fair for everybody. For the people who are sat here and waiting to do these missions, to get these awesome rewards that every other server is getting. Tier 6 ships. We don't want to give you standard ships. You don't want to give us standard ships? Are you serious? You fucking serious? No, the truth is you want us to keep buying those galleon bundles. That's what it is. You know people don't buy those fucking things because they're so expensive. But you want us to buy them. Now. Let's go on to the NA server. Okay. So it looks like on the NA server they have a load of standard ships on sale. Now they do have the same Graf Spee bundles here. But they also have a load of ships on sale. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure most of these on sale. Okay, $22 for the Bliska by itself. Let's quickly pop over here to the ship section. Now remember, this is in pounds, so it's not in euros for you guys. I do apologise. You know, that is the currency I use. Oh, well, I would have showed you that, but it's not for sale. So we've got, let's find the ship that is for sale. Indianapolis, $35. Okay. We have the Indianapolis at £24. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know whether that's the same price. I'm not sure whether that's the same price or not. But I think a lot of these ships are on sale compared to what they usually are. I think they're on sale. Now I could be wrong again. If I am, that's fine. But you know, they've got all these ships in here. I just don't understand. I do not understand what Wargaming EU, what they want. I don't know what they want. It's just fucking crazy, guys. It's so crazy. Now, you know, I will get some haters. I will get some people who will say my video is boring because I speak for so long about all kinds of little stuff that people have spoken about. I get it. A lot of people who have a lot more importance than me have probably already talked about everything that I've talked about today. I just wanted to get my feelings and my opinions out. I'm sorry if there's no gameplay, guys. You know, if you tune out after a couple of minutes, fine. You know, that's your choice. All I can say is, if you did come to the end, you know, thank you for watching. That's really all I can say. I just fucking hope that Wargaming EU do something. Now, apparently, it's impossible to activate. It's impossible to push a small patch to our client to enable the Santa missions. It's impossible to do that. Apparently, you know, doing a small patch like that is just crazy talk. All the Russians are drinking vodka and getting too drunk to do anything. Because remember, the Westerners are just whining about the Alabama, right? We're just whining about it because we want a premium ship in the shop. Oopsie. What a fucking joke.